Hello everybody. Early stream? Yeah. This morning I wanted to get a lot more done this morning, but I had a few things pop up work-wise that I needed to absolutely get done, so I didn't have time to get everything done. But we're here now. But early streams are fun. We up? What's up, Frank? How you doing, man? Let's go. Hi, Alex. Hi, everyone. How you doing, Dart? Too early now? Go back later? I don't know what to say. And it doesn't want me here. By the way, if you guys haven't considered looking at one of, well, not one of, Frank's current project, which is the ASCII F. If you guys haven't taken a look, very fun project. I'm sure Frank would appreciate it. You're DMing me while you're live? You know, you want to know what my thought process was way too lucky? So I was setting up stream and I was trying to click something and this mouse just kept freaking out. It just kept double clicking one of the settings I was trying to get done, and it drove me nuts. I was like, you know what? I gotta ask way too lucky again what the mouse was. I need to replace it ASAP. I'm considering, because apparently I'm still in the range of like returning this. So I might return this, and I might just, like, this is terrible. Like, I am not at this computer all day long. This is mainly a work computer, and I don't even use my mouse for a lot on this computer. But my God, it's driving me up the walls, dude. Bought the Bridge 75 as my first pro mechanical board because of your reviews. I hope you love it. It's a really good board, actually. And welcome in. How you doing? Yumi says, first time on stream, vibes seem great. Thank you, Yumi. Appreciate that, man. Lego plus Alex stream, best evening. What are you building? Who's cuter, the board or Alex? Probably the board today. The board is actually extra cute, and I think you guys will agree. Although I'm a little worried of maybe our keycap choices might be a little bit one-sided today. It's crazy you're having so many issues with that mouse. I remember reading that people loved it. I bought this because this was like my last influencer purchase. Because other people really in the influencer space and just, I don't know, just they told me this was good. Honestly, I hate it, dude. I'm just gonna go back to using a gaming mouse. Hydrate, got you, dude. The vertical mouse I sent over is a low stock, but has some good reviews. Seems like it's made by some quite passionate people about mice. Yeah. As much as I don't want to buy a new mouse, I feel like I kind of have to, dude. I kind of feel like I am over it right now. Like, I am fully over it at the moment. It's okay. This is the, is this called the Vertical or something? MX Vertical. I don't like the material on it, man. It drives me up the walls as well. I've had the same issue with every Logitech mouse I've owned. I finally got fed up and replaced the PCB and added some Omron switches. I have some spare switches, and I'm gonna take this apart. If I can't return this, just because I'm also just sick of the material around it, I'm gonna take it apart and try to fix it with some stuff that I have. But as of right now, I'm fully over it. One of the reviews does say it's a good replacement for it. That's good then. Man, that sucks. I have their lift and it's been so good to me. Maybe I'm just having a bad experience with just most Logitech mice. I mean, the gaming mouse from Logitech has been alright for me. Are you excited about the prospect of Canada becoming the 51st state? I have no comments on that. I think it's not on your part, Kopi. I know you're joking around, but I think it's like disrespectful for you know, them to say that too. It's just weird, man. It's like no respect to freedom at all, you know what I mean? Very, very childish energy. Not on your part, Kopi. I know you're joking. I love you, buddy, but it's super depressing for sure. Alex taking pride in his country, love to see it. I mean, I don't know. It's weird energy, man. It's like kids in the playground being like, "You're part of my crew now. Are you ready to be part of my crew?" It's cringe, bro. I'm tired of politics. I can't stand hearing about it. Yeah. Compliment for Annette again? How many points do you have? Annette. You know what? I'd always want you in my crew, Annette. All right. Sometimes you troll me a little bit too much, but you know what? It's okay. You're always welcome in my crew, my guy. I hope you're having a great day today, Annette, and I hope the week goes absolutely beautiful for you. The older you get, the more you realize everyone is just making it up as they go along. Honestly, big true, dude. It's so true. Everyone's just kind of like living day by day, you know? For what's worth, Alex, Logitech mice have some insanely shitty sensors and material choices versus the price you pay. Yeah, I mean, this is my first vertical mouse, and I don't mind it. It was a little hard to get used to, and I think I'm used to it now. I'm letting my trackpad charge at the moment, so I'm probably going to go back to my trackpad, because it was just battery ran out, but yeah, this is the material. Like, look at this, guys. You guys can say what you want, but I just want to show you guys up close. So first of all, look at the, and again, I don't really use my computer all that much. Like, I don't use my mouse. I'm usually, when I'm on my computer, I'm writing, which is mainly using my keyboard. And then I don't know, I'm just listening to music and doing work in front of it. And then look at all the dust particles that constantly get, like, and I just wiped this down like 2 days ago. This is just dust that just settles on this weird plastic, and some of it doesn't even go away. But this soft touch plastic they have also have a hot spot over here too, where my thumb would rest. And it feels different from the rest of the soft touch. I don't like the soft touch material at all. But yeah, very like just dusty, and it's just not a good mouse, man. And again, I wipe this down all the time. So throw that shit out. Yeah. It's again, I don't mean to make this into a mouse stream, but Logitech, with their Ergo mice or whatever, this soft touch material, it's nice for a few days, and then it just becomes gross. And I've always said that. Like, look, even where my palm would sit, it's just gross. And I've always had this problem, and I don't know why. Like, you can literally see the layout of where my finger would sit. Can you guys see that? Look, 1, 2, and 3. It's so bad. It is poopy. It is poopy, yeah. Get an air purifier? I have one. It's just dust. Like, it's just natural dust that settles. My MX Master is getting pretty gross after years of usage. Yeah, and I have gaming mice that, yes, they have some, like, you know, the hot spots on it where, you know, the friction happens and oil settles in, but nothing like this, dude. This is the fastest a mouse has ever decayed on me. Custom skins I don't have, but I've had people paint mice in the past, so I think you know what keycap set's gonna be done today. Can we not? Like, listen, I'm really excited for today's board. I have a feeling I know what everyone's gonna want, but like, can we not? We're doing a really cute board today, okay? It is a board based off of Shiba. It's a really cool story. They kind of have it on their Geek Hack post, and they were explaining to me as well. I think it's based off the studio's, I don't know if it's their collective dog, but or maybe it's just one person's dog in the studio, but this is done by Toro, and it's based off their Shiba, which I guess the Shiba's name is also Toro. It's a really fun looking keyboard. It's a traditional top mount. It actually, you know, I didn't know the pricing until the other day, but the pricing on the board is pretty damn good too. And I had a weird feeling this was going to be rather expensive, but I believe there's 2 prices, and the pricing is, let me just pull it up again. I have it written down here. $250 for the brass and $270 for the copper. I kind of want to waste no time and just show you guys. There's also a bunch of colors. It comes with this really cute case, which I think is also pretty awesome. So again, I think I already know what you guys are going to want to yellow. So this is the yellow one. So we'll put this over here for now. There wasn't there also a GMK set done? What's up, Toro Studio? How you doing? By the way, this is a sponsored stream today. Not going to affect me criticizing the board at all, as you guys normally know how I operate. So this is produced by Kazuha, which is also a good studio. I like
Alex,
Kazuha
check
stuff.
the DMs really quick from me. I sent a cute pic.
The O-ring included can be cut into pieces. Give me 1 sec, Boney. I didn't know there was documentation inside here. This object to relate to your preference. Okay. And then, what is this? Oh, that's the BIOS or something, I think, for the PCB. So we'll leave those to the side. It does look cute. I think the price point on this is also very, very good. So Geoff sucks.
Body
Tell
to
me I said
body,
that.
skin to skin. When it's stiff, stick it in. The longer it's in, the stronger it gets. It goes in.
Okay, Zany, I know you're doing a joke, but that's too far. Too far, my guy. The desk pads are cute for the board as well. That ain't it. Yeah, that was a little too far. Nothing else in here. Let's take a look at the board. They sent us two different versions of this. They sent us a yellow one and a polycarbonate one to take a look at. Oh, this is actually a really cute colorway. I can't say I've ever seen a board like this. That is really pretty. Actually, does it look like the renders? That is such a nice color. Yeah, this is very pastel. Let me see. Actually, yeah, actually looks exactly like the, I guess they're not renders, I guess they're actual photos. There's some very pretty colors for this, by the way. The isolated spacebar is also a really nice touch, by the way. We've seen that in, I think I've only really seen that in the Nesson boards. Really, really cute. The silver is really nice for this too. I think this might be the best color. There's a lot of colors we can show you guys here in a bit too. And I believe, wasn't the GMK set mica? What do you guys think? Cute or nah? Look at the weight. I love this. Infilled brass weight on this guy. Price point good. Price point's real good for this.
I was just saying that I am done buying boards and then you bring out this cutie.
Sorry, Mandy. Look at this. I love the side profile and just the shape of this too. I don't know if it's portraying well on stream, but it's kind of rounded. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. And thank you, Blub. I appreciate the Prime. Jen, that's very kind of you. Look at the rounded sides on this too. That is super nice looking. So nice. Wow. I'm surprised at the price point, quite frankly. I thought because the sides are actually pretty well machined too. Kenzma's pretty good as a manu here, but pretty surprised that this is coming in at the price point it is. I do want to look at both. By the way, the front height on this is really good too. The front height is, what was it again, like 17.7, I believe, if memory serves. Let's see. Front height. I think there actually is two conflicting front heights on the IC, by the way, to Toro Studios. One of your measurements says 16, I think, in the description, but I think the actual one is 17.75, which is pretty nice. And let's take a look at the other version of this as well. Tatooine on this? Actually, I don't know if... I know you guys probably want Greg on this, but I actually don't know about Greg on this. Maybe if it was this, like the case color. But I feel like Greg might be a bit of a... I don't know. I think Greg might be a little bit too much for this one. Yeah, I feel like we go with something a little bit more neutral. And this is the polycarbonate version of the board with the copper weight. The polycarb's nice too. This is pretty. Definitely a difference in weight here too, which is pretty drastic. This is a prototype, so there's a little bit of a scuff on the polycarb, I believe, on the bottom. Yeah, there's some scuffage happening here, but just to show you guys, I'm pretty sure just because it's a prototype. These are probably been passed around as well. A little bit of a scuff on the PC. Yeah, the PC one is really, really nice. Other than that one little scuff, the PC quality looks great on this. Is there threaded inserts? I can't tell. I would assume so, but I can't see at the moment. We'll take a look. Well, we're going to be building one up, and I was thinking about just moving over. Actually, I don't have enough switches for two builds. My thought process was we're going to show off the sound differences with the same plate and PCB and just move them over. I might have some like HMX switches we can use. But I don't know how I feel about HMX with a top mount. I don't personally love that combination. But very, very pretty looking board. Extremely pretty. Obviously, we have some fixed aspects about the board, but you can even see this is one of their other layouts where they have a blocker put over here instead of having like an HHKB style, which is also pretty fun. So I like the options. The vendor list is pretty big for this too. I was really happy to see all the vendors because, you know, when someone approaches me about taking a look at a keyboard, sometimes I get a little bit, here, you know, I'll just share my screen. Not that I get sketched out, but I just get a little bit concerned when I don't see a lot of vendors, but it seems like a lot of people are really interested in this project, which is awesome. But let me share the screen on this. They even have some absolutely, let's go to the very top over here. Well, okay, maybe not this, but let's look at this over here. So we have silver, or I guess this is E-white. Is this E-white? I guess so. It looks silver to me. Maybe it's the plate throwing me off. We have E-coated cream, which is also really pretty. So it's gonna start at $250, way too lucky. This is a spray coat tan, which, is that what we have here? I don't know, actually. I don't know if this is this. We have anodized black, silver, which silver looks good. PC, the red. The red is really nice for this, by the way. It is a very pretty red. Like, that is pretty bold. If the red really looks like this, like, that is crazy. There's also going to be Sakura, which is an anodized pink. Cute. Toro. That is a very, very purple. Like, that is extremely purple. They have some artisan add-ons, which, you know what? Not for nothing. I haven't seen a project, keyboard-wise, with some, like, good artisans in a long time. So that's cool to see that we got some artisans over here. And then the desk pads. The desk pads are cool. My only criticism, Toro, for the desk pads is I think your logo is a little too big on these. And you know what I would personally do? For the desk pads, I would see if you can get some sort of like, kind of like how this desk pad has it. You know, I don't know if actually you can see because I think the share screen's in the way. See how this has like a little inset over here? I would maybe just put Toro on like a little badge on the side. So it's not just, you know, on the bottom right. Because I do think it's a little bit too in your face. But these desk pads are super, super cute. Like, look at these. That is pretty. Even this one here is really fun. Very, very pretty. And then they got some pictures over here with, I guess, some sets they already had put up. Super cute. And then for vendors, we have for Oceania, Toro. For Canada, Mechland, which is awesome. Click Clack is going to be doing this one. Singapore, which is K-Tech. K-Tech, I've had some really nice conversations with. These seem like awesome people. Prototypist for UK. I swear Jay just takes like every project. He is a goat for that. I don't know how Jay's managing time, by the way. I think Jay just literally works. I think that's all he does. Nux Rocks for Vietnam. China is in Kezawa. Malaysia is getting Mecca. Max Gaming for Scandinavia. Like, dude, look how many vendors they have. And they put ... like there's going to be more, which is crazy. But very, very awesome. And then this will start February 15th to March 15th. And it looks like tentative delivery time is, I mean, Q3-ish is fine, varying depending on when vendors are. Pricing, here we go for pricing over here. Brass $250, copper $270, like we mentioned. The artisans are $35 each, which is, I'd say, pretty fair. I don't know how the artisans are done, mind you. And the desk pads are going to be $21, and then extra PCBs, and they're not very expensive at all. Looks like they were even thinking an EC PCB as well, which is interesting. I hope that gets developed in time. I don't know if that'll be like an after group buy thing. And then they have some different plates. Pretty awesome. Prices are finalized too, which $250, we'll just say $270 for the most expensive kit. Pretty nice. Gotta admit, guys. And I believe they put in a little, I got confused by this, but in the note, they said you can use this as a force break, which is interesting. So we'll just leave this to the side for now. I don't know if we have to use it. It did say it was optional. Now, obviously, we have a bit more of a fixed layout for the bottom row. It is what it is. I can't really criticize it here because it has an exploded spacebar, and there's not much you can really do. EC PCB will coming at a later date. We're still in the development phase. That's fair. I think that's totally fair. Oh god, I totally did not. Were both PCBs the same that you sent over? I don't know if one was a hot swap versus a solderable unit. All right. I'd be a little careful with this, Toro. Nintendo might, they might not like that. Be a little careful with that guy, okay? Just be a little careful. Don't advertise that in any pictures. As for a PCB goes, hot swap, looks like we have the standard fare of options here, which is great to see. We are missing ISO, which I don't, the plate supports it. I don't know if the hot swap versus the PC or the solderable version supports ISO, but it looks like the plate has it. Let's see. God, this is a lot of scrolling up. No, it does not. Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, the solderable version does support ISO. It's a 1.6 millimeter here, so. Yeah, like, listen, I'm going to be real with you. I know this is not sold, like, as a Kirby type thing, but, like, just be very careful with Nintendo stuff. Like, I'm just be very, very, very careful. I know it's just a little silk screen on the PCB, but yeah, just be careful. It's Serbi? Okay, it's different, I guess. No, the hotspot PCB does look good though, but you will get a few more options with the solderable version here. And we do have some LEDs for a caps lock indicator here, which is good. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have anything out of the norm here. Some, bottom LEDs too for the polycarb version. I want to build the aluminum version, but I don't know now. Well, we're going to try both anyways. We'll start with the aluminum. But you get a lot of options with this, which is nice to see. Very, very nice to see. And was there anything else in here that I should be aware of? Was there some different plates? Yes, there was. Okay, so I think what I want to do is take a look at these plates as well. I really like the look of that PCB. It's a nice color. Ooh, wow. Okay, so we got carbon fiber. I'm guessing. Oh my god, please. I don't know. Random long distance numbers. I'm guessing this is palm. Is it? Let's see. What are the plate materials again? Plates. Where's the end part over here? I'm guessing this is palm. I'm assuming so. Then we have not acrylic. Is this polycarb? This does look like acrylic though, but acrylic's not listed. I'm assuming this is polycarbonate. It is PC, I think. What's up, Sean? How you doing? And then we have a carbon fiber. I want to use palm today. Or actually, you know what? I'll leave it up to a vote. We're going to be using cherry nixies. So, do you guys want aluminum, which is like going to be your traditional top mount, or do you guys want a plastic plate today? I think either way we'll be in a good spot. I don't know if Toro wants us to use something. Maybe they have like a preference. Maybe they know something we don't. Should we just put it all to a vote? If it's top, then plastic. I mean, that's my preference. But I don't know what everyone wants to see today. God, this is a cool project. Actually, was there feet in the bag? Let's put some feet too. There was feet. What's the mounting style? Top mount. It's a cute little USB. All right. And then we are using a... Is this the fly daughter board? I believe it is, right? So, cute little daughter board too. Pretty simple looking. If it wants to focus anytime, please. Oh my god, please camera. Here we go. Why is plastic better for top? Okay, the truth of the matter is it isn't better for top. I prefer it for top mounts. It's a preference thing. It has nothing to do with objectively being better. Yeah, Jen, do you want to run a poll for the plate materials? We'll just do CF, palm, or aluminum. Just because I don't know what that other material is. It might be PC, but also might be acrylic. This is a very cute board, man. This is so cute. Look at this from the side profile. It's rare that we get stuff like this, I feel. Usually everything we get is like very serious. I feel like this is not taking itself too seriously and also has some really nice aesthetics to it too. Like I even said this too. I really like the, see the curves? Actually, this is a great way to look at it. See the curves around the edges here? They're all very, very cute. I like that. Everything's very soft about this board in a way, but also it has some more rigid lines in some areas. Kirby was supposed to be for friends and family units. However, there was a misunderstanding with the manufacturer and we didn't have enough time to remake the PCBs due to CNY holiday. Ah, I see, I see. It should be fine. I hope so. It should be. You missed the hydrate? My bad. Any suggestions for high quality Thox 65s? So nice.
Hi Alex, thank you for the amazing
Thocky?
community you
foam.
have built. You have done so much for one of my favorite people who is nuts about your content. Smiling face with hearts.
Thank you for the bits, and I hope I don't know. I just hope everyone's happy always and forever. That's it, man. Life's too short. All right. So my first other piece of, other than the Kirby thing, small little point of criticism here, which I okay, I don't know if this is a Kezawa thing. I've been very aware that Kezawa in particular does this with prototype units, which is Phillips screws on their protos. I don't know if this is a Kezawa thing, and I don't know if this is intentional to keep the Phillips here, but obviously I would like to see some hex screws. If you're asking why I don't like Phillips screws, it's just because I find they strip easier. And, not everyone uses super, super high quality screws. It does look like there's hex screws elsewhere in the board, but just not on, the way to open the case. So I'd like to see that changed. I think that would be an important change that shouldn't cost anything at all. All right. It might be a Kezawa thing. That's why I started off with that. Toro just said they'll be replaced. I don't know why Kezawa does all their prototype stuff with Phillips. I have no idea. Beats me. By the way, you guys can vote for the plates today too. All right, I guess let's open this up. I kind of want to start. Do we start with the aluminum one first? Oh, zany. Let's see if it reads. I don't know if it will. If not, I'll read it. I give legal advice for IP, and I could say that as long as the Kirby version is not for commercial use, you should be fine. If it's friends and family, you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, as long as, I don't know. Like, I have no legal advice to give because I'm not a lawyer, but. Yeah, dude, this shade of yellow is cute. It is so pretty. It's a good looking keyboard. It is. I like it a lot. All right. Papa Alex, my apologies for the unexpected dance of clumsiness. It seems I momentarily forgot the refined steps of our social minute. I assure you steps will be taken to rectify it immediately. Frozen supermarket pizzas are cooked to perfection, or is there a limited time flavor of Lay's wavy Funyun? Dude, you know what? Actually, speaking of limited time flavors, the limited time Lay's honey butter, I hope they never get rid of them. I hope that becomes like a standard shelf thing for Lay's, all right? I hope so. You don't even like flavors? Okay, well, I like honey butter, man. All right, let's get some stabilizers out and let's start modding some cherry stabs. Is this a safe space? It is, yeah, why? The color reminds me of the soft snack called Tokyo Banana. Oh, are those little, not pastries. I don't know what to call them. I know what you're talking about, though. Where is my clippers? Let's grab these. And let's start doing this board. What do you guys think of the project so far? I'm really happy about the price point on this project. For some reason, I thought this was going to run up until like the $350 mark. And I would have been a little bit more like, but for $250 to start, I really like that. Now, I guess the other question is, do we do split backspace or full? I don't know. I kind of just want to do full to see what it sounds like, but I have a feeling everyone's going to say split. And if we're doing a palm plate, people vote it. sheet. Do we run another poll? Don't be a coward and do full like a real man. Hey, honey butter chips from, is that pronounced Jagabee? Are the best ones? Is that the one that is like the original one or whatever? Split is degen? No, it's not. I love split backspaces. I just usually do split on these type of boards just to see how they sound. You know what? No. We have to do split. Don't sully things. Way to gatekeep. Oh my god. Okay, you guys want to do a vote? Oh wait, there's a poll already up. Split versus full right now up on the poll. Let the people decide. Poll up. All right. I'll start clipping them in the meantime. The cool thing to do. Split on aluminum, full on PC. Again, I don't know if we're doing 2 full builds today. I was mainly going to just show off both of the units with the same PCB and whatnot. I don't know, if we happen to do this in like a relatively quick manner, I suppose we can try doing 2 full different builds, but like I said, my goal was just to show both units using the same plate PCB combo so you can see what it sounds like in both. Tariffs are an example why the people shouldn't be voting for import things. It's hot, so I'm just saying. Damn. So nice.
Always a pleasure catching that chill guy, Mr. Otos live.
Hi, Cass.
My mug is coming tomorrow. Whoop. Less than 3.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, actually, I might have to order another mug. All my mugs at home, like besides 2 or 3 of them, are really small. And sometimes I want more coffee in the morning, and I only have like, 1 really small mug left, so. I know what manufacturer did this? Yeah, it was Kezwa. Fuck, I don't know where that went. Damn. The voting is kind of split right now, everybody. You gotta try Geon wires and cherry clip-ins. Really? Does Geon make 2U and 7U? Or is it just 2U? Or, sorry, just the spacebar ones? Would you rather never use cherry clip-ins again or always use ISO enter? I mean, dude, I'm honestly, Zane, I don't have like a preference to that, man. If I had to use ISO enter, I would just learn to like ISO. Like, I already used ISO when we were growing up here in Canada. So it's not like it's new to me. I think I used my first like standard ANSI one, or what would be considered standard now, when I was probably like in my like late teens. I had an ISO keyboard growing up. So I feel like it wouldn't be a huge mental shift to just appreciate ISO again, you know? Oh, he makes wire kits. Oh. All right, maybe I'll order some. Are they expensive? I think that's maybe my only thing, that I hope they're not super pricey. The Toronto District School Board was ISO up until 2011. Was there like a cutoff date for that? We're doing split, I guess. All right, we'll do split. We'll put some of these away. I'm an ANSI user, but not gonna lie, I love a big old ISO enter key. Plus, a lot of designers save the best designs, like the absolute best, for ISO. So, oh, Divinity has them too. I didn't know that. You still need 4. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do split right shift. I don't actually like 60s with full right. Do you guys like 60s with full right shift? Personal preference, obviously, but I'm not really big into it. I think it actually looks kind of, for whatever reason, I think it looks weird. Like, I even have it on this board here, on the Pangea Mini, like it's split. Yeah. That is, I think 60s are the one board where I don't think I'll ever put a full right. Like, personal thing, but I think it looks a little bit odd on the 60 for whatever reason. Plus, I have to admit, with 60s, I do end up using the function key quite a bit, so it's nice having the function key over here. That way there I can get to my other layers. Yeah, I do agree on the balance thing. It feels more balanced with the split for whatever reason. Hard agree on that. Oh, I watched the trailer for that new Jurassic Park movie. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, they're dinosaurs, and I'm happy for that, but I don't know, man. I just feel like, dude, every Jurassic Park movie at this point here is just like, listen, I'm being really mean. It's like, hey guys, we have to go, we're a bunch of idiots, and we have to go back to the place with the dinosaurs to get some thing to make us quickly rich. And they're just like, you probably shouldn't go. And then they're just like, but we gotta. And then they find some random mercenary guide who goes to the island with them. And then suddenly the island is full of dinosaurs. And they're like, oh my god, dinosaurs. And they're trying to eat us like dinosaurs probably would. Big surprise. And then that's the movie. So that is pretty much why I'm getting a little tired of the Jurassic Park series. But it's like the same old problems over and over and over again. But I'm probably still going to watch it. Because it's dinosaurs. Spoiler alert. I watched a trailer, so. But this time, it's a girl as the Merc.
Yeah, but this time it's a girl as the Merc.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just so bored of those movies. And actually, this one here really seems like they're leaning into maybe some nostalgia. But, that's it. Jurassic Park 3 plot was good, but executed badly. Having Mafia behind it was okay. Was Jurassic Park 3 the one where they go back to the island and the kids are on the island too and the Spinosaurus was in it? Or is that the one where the Chaos Theory guy goes with his daughter? Or is that 2? I don't remember which one is which. Did you see the Fantastic Four trailer? First Marvel movie I'm excited for in so long. Yeah, I'm excited for it too, but I don't know. It's also Marvel. They're going to let me down some way or another. Do I pull the trigger on the Snake Round 2? I have to decide. Yeah, I mean, the Snake's a good pickup. I liked it a lot. I don't know. I think that's going to be a preference thing.
Gonna be first time lubing Nixies this weekend.
Ooh.
Any suggestions? Using Geon 18mm 57.5 springs.
Yes, I would suggest, personally, an extremely light coat on the Nixies of lubricant. The way I lube my switches is I do a little bit, like a medium light, like in between, you know? I will say Nixies are a bit more sensitive, in particular, out of all the cherry switches. Maybe it's the top housings. But I will say I do prefer like a medium light on those guys. So don't go too heavy on it. If you need to, I have my lubing guide on my YouTube channel where I talk about, you know, a bunch of tips and tricks you can kind of go with as well. So Nosferatu disappointed me. Got a babysitter and everything. The movie was pretty meh. Really? I heard good things from some friends. I haven't started watching it yet, but the Snake is such a cool board, but I decided not to get it because I don't have a strong affinity to snakes. Yeah, I mean, this is also a great alternative. I know it's not the same mounting, but if you wanted a 60, this might be a fun alternative to look at recently. It's a little bit of more of a cuter design. Let me sit on my leg. I don't know why I sit on my leg, but I sit on my leg a lot. I feel like we're getting a lot of 60s in the next few weeks, which is fun to see. I love my 60% boards a lot. Anyone know what kind of desk Alex is using, or is it just a larger table? I am using the Ergonoffice. I always forget the name of it, but it's from Ergonoffice. It's a standing desk. I use the standing function, I would say often enough. It's the maple finish. Now, here's my thing. As much as I like the wood finish on the desk, I think it's nice. You know, it's very classy. There's still a part of me that actually preferred that concrete style one that we had from IKEA. Like the look of it anyways, not the curve of it. But I did kind of prefer that a little bit more. I felt it was more neutral and can go with a lot more things in the room. But there is something nice to say that, of maple, which is, it's a nice material as well. I don't know, it looks good. I can't complain. Best part about the desk is it's not bent. Yeah, what Frank said. Dude. Let's get some dielectric grease for this. Alex, I need to share something real. Can you cue the sad music? Why, what's up, dude? Share it. The deed is done. The green snake is coming. Let's go, dude. Congrats on the purchase. My desk is also maple, but it's spalted. Have I seen a photo of it? Wait till lucky. Can I see? Spalted maple is one of my favorite wood finishes. It is so pretty. Maybe I've already seen it, but I'd like to see it again. He's gonna AI ramble at us? Who's gonna AI ramble? Oh, Zany. He's gonna give us a sad story. Dude, why are my glasses? I feel foggy today. Everyone loses their mind when they see it. I can't remember. I think I've asked you this in the past. Is spalted maple technically more expensive than just standard maple? I think the answer is yes, but I can't remember the actual, straight answer on that. What's up, Raze? How you doing, man? Yes, this is the board with the dog on the back. I'll flip it over here in a second. I decided... Wait, Alex, decide for me if I get it or not, the derivative tomorrow. What do you mean? Like you're buying a derivative? I thought you already bought it, ain't it? Should I update my glasses or stick to contacts? I've never had contacts in my entire life. I've tried it one time ever, and it was frustrating, and I didn't like it, so I just decided to not roll with contacts anymore. Contacts were just not something that I vibed with. I couldn't get used to them at all. So I applied for a... No, let it read.
I applied for a data science intern role 2 weeks ago, went through the technical round, and felt hopeful. Today, I got an email saying they won't move forward, not because of my skills, but because they couldn't sponsor my visa.
Oh,
the worst part? I don't even need sponsorship right now, just in the future. I was honest on the application, and that alone got me filtered out. It's frustrating to lose an opportunity over something that doesn't even matter yet. Sad music intensifies perchance.
Perchance? That sucks, man. Yeah. I don't know if they were I don't want to defend them, but maybe they were looking at something in the future and they just didn't want to deal with it, unfortunately, but that sucks, dude. That really does suck. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Spalting is any form of wood coloration caused by fungus. Is it actually? Although primarily found in dead trees, spalting can occur in living trees under stress, so it tends to be more expensive than regular wood because of the defect. Wait, I didn't know spalting is caused by fungi. That is... I just literally thought it was a type of... Short answer is rot. I had no idea. Did you send me a picture? Let me see this. That is actually really interesting to learn. Where is... Did you send me the picture? Way too lucky? Oh, no, you didn't yet. Interesting. Zany, maybe they rejected you because they don't like your stories. That's mean. Any idea why the spacebar only sounds good when it's not fully pressed in? What do you mean by that, Dim? I'm trying to get a grasp on that one. What do you mean by that? What's up, Manic? How you doing, man? Finding a good one? Sounds good, dude. I'd like my desk dry aged and medium rare. Dude, I haven't had a steak in a long time. Steaks here, I don't know what happened, but overnight they kind of doubled in price, and we just haven't purchased anything. So it's been pretty crazy. Oh, you know what, Dim? It might be warped if that's the case. Then try a different one here. Alex seems to love mushrooms because he's a fun guy. I do love mushrooms though. Dude, the butchers are also really expensive. We kind of like... I was already hesitant paying some of the prices prior, but it did get kind of like to a point now where it almost feels like one of the local butcher shops was selling ribeyes for like $55 a pound. Like, I'm sorry guys, like I can't do that. Even the New York strips they were selling for like 40. And you know, I'm used to selling or I'm used to buying those New York strips for like $15 to $20, which felt like a year and a half ago. So it did feel like they kind of just spiked in pricing. I'll do this one here. What desk mat am I using? I don't recommend this desk mat at all. It's from Grovemade. It slips and slides around. I think you can just get this same material. It's called merino wool from other people, and they actually have like a cork bottom that doesn't slip and slide around. So I would recommend looking into a different brand. I don't remember the brand names, but yeah, I don't really care for this one here. I just use it because it's a bit more neutral on the desk. And, you know, I like the way it looks as well, but it wouldn't be a purchasing thing that I would recommend to you guys. And I just happen to have it, so I'm not going to go buy another one. Oh, is it 6.25? My bad on the wire here. I think I just autopilot it and put a 7U in. Let me get a 6.25U out. Where is my wire cases now? Do you have any plans for the weekend? I think I'm seeing like my brother, and then I think that's really it. I'm going to be streaming with you guys. And that is the gist of what I'm doing. Dude, Lynx, that desk pad is expensive. Did you already get yours in, the giveaway version of it? But I did see it, and that thing was pricey. Yeah, I was actually, you know, funny enough, I was looking at that desk pad alongside Jeff, and we were looking at it, and we're like, damn, this is a pricey desk pad. Been using it for about a month. Let's see this desk, this Spalted maple. Did it load? Okay, I haven't received anything yet. Way too lucky. Oh, you put it in chat. My bad. I thought you DM'd it to me.
Hey Alex, I have a quick question if you don't mind.
Of course. Oh, that is a nice desk, dude. That is really nice. That is so nice. And that's considered what, a live edge piece of wood, right? Like I think that's a rather expensive cut of wood, right? When you get a chance, can you check your Discord update on the shipping situation? Oh yes, for sure, Fried. I have to go through all my DMs and emails today too. I actually did most of my emails today, but not my DMs. Let's see the other angle. Single slab, double live edge. Yeah, very, very nice, dude. That looks sweet. Getting my first artisan mouse pad tomorrow. Hope it's actually worth the hype. Yeah, hopefully you like it. I had one for a little bit. I liked it. It did wear out rather quickly, though, which wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but... Alright, we're going to use the palm plate for this. Oh, wrong way. And let's start inserting our keycaps. And we're going to build up this first. The aluminum version first.
Love you, kissing face.
Thank you, Jishi. Appreciate it, man. That's very kind to you. And let's also grab our plate fork. Any luck on the mouse replacement? No, I'm probably going to order one today. Today was the last straw. I was setting up stream and it kept double clicking, so I couldn't click something to edit it, and I was just, dude, you know when you're like, I don't know how to describe this. Do you know that feeling when something's out of your control and you're trying your absolute best to get something done and you get this like feeling of helplessness? That's kind of what I was feeling today. I'm going to either see if I can get a refund for this mouse because it's driving me up the walls. If not, I have spare mouse switches somewhere. And I'm going to open this up and see if I can fix it. But I'm going to look into the one that Way Too Lucky sent, because that looks neat. But if not, I might just go and take one of my gaming mice and just start using that for a little bit, even though I don't, like, they're not the most comfortable to work with for, like, just normal everyday tasks. But I might just do that and just not spend the money. We'll see. I could try to RMA it. Now the universe feels helpless because it can't compare to me. What the? Logitech warranty is pretty good too. I've never used Logitech warranty at all. I've never ever had to use Logitech warranty. I have a Pulsar X2 H Clear for work. Its lightness is great. Yeah, I think I have a spare, like, nice gaming mouse upstairs. So again, I could just use that. But all the rest of the mice I have all have a bit more of a heavier switch inside, which I don't want for everyday tasks. Also me being a bit picky, but ain't no way you're doing the split backspace. That's what you guys voted for. Did you guys not vote for that? I'm enjoying my Lamzu. My Lamzu is nice too. I have the Atlantis, whatever it's called. The Lamzu is pretty nice. I do like my Lamzu, but I do like my Sora more. The Sora is like my top tier mouse at the moment. I think that is such a nice mouse. Logitech announced recently that they will sell parts for their products. Oh, really? I mean, that's a good move on them. Finally, they're doing something semi-decent. Honestly, sometimes Logitech's more recent calls have been kind of bad. So, got a $50 check from the state of Maryland today. I mean, maybe it's a nice little dinner for you, Tony. Show us the Sora. It's upstairs. I don't have it here with me because it's at my gaming. This I try to only use for office work. This little section in the place we live in. So, but I have it at my gaming computer. You don't want a mouse as a service? Yeah, you don't want to pay a monthly fee on your mouse? What are you talking about? Did you get your 200 from Dougie yet? No. It's somewhere lost in the mail, I guess. I'm patiently waiting. Did you? Have you been blasting Fetty Wap on your JBL? Can I ask you guys for a favor? Why is that like a funny meme? I know I read that technically it saved the company or something, like someone memed about it. I don't know if that was true either, but it's like such a meh meme in my opinion. It's funny because of our age. I love the Fetty Wap meme so much. Really? I think it's kind of lame. Mamba, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I appreciate that, dude. It's just brain rot. I still think one of the best memes that had me just absolutely laughing was the cognizant baby meme. That was just one of the best for me. Like, to me, that was just pure stupidity, and I fucking loved it. Where the kid's like, me, but then every other person made that meme where they're just like, yes, mother, I would love to go to Disneyland. That was so fun to me, dude. We used it to go hard during pep rallies. Oh, the JBL Fetty Wap meme. Queen Don't Cry had me in tears for days. Which one? No, these are Nixies, but they're dyed. They're dyed Nixies. Love the content, came from YouTube, keep it up. Got the mode tempo thanks to you. What'd you build with your mode tempo? The tempo I have as well. I need to put switches back on it, or sorry, keycaps. I love the tempo. One of mode's most underrated boards in my opinion. They really should have just expanded the layout options for people, but very, very nice board by mode. Alex with fancy Nixies. We do what we can here. Make us feel a little special sometimes. I feel like the tempo got so much hate. Yeah, the tempo did receive a bunch of criticism because it was only an HHKB style board and it wasn't, you know, the proper HHKB that people wanted. Like, it wasn't true. But I mean, it's also mode, and I feel like mode gets extra criticism just because they're popular. You know what I mean? Like, they get the extra brunt of it in a way too, which kind of sucks. All right. So I guess let's open this up. And again, I was a little concerned about the screws on the aluminum version here. I think this is the same screw, right? Yeah. But apparently that's being swapped out for the final rendition of the board. WS Morandi's gray with silver mirror and obscura keycaps. Ooh, that is the silver mirror on that board looks super sweet. That is a good pick. That is a very good pick. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That makes me really happy. The Morandis need a spring swap. I haven't used Morandi switches in a long time. I do appreciate the screws are magnetized though. It's like a first in what feels like forever. Is the top bezel curved down? What do you mean, on this keyboard? So we got the studio name on the inside over here, and just so we can see some of the internal structuring, this is where the daughter board's gonna go. A little bit of a cable channel, and then we have the weight. You can see the pause from the opposite side over here, which is kind of cute, but it's a through weight for the board, which is in a lot of ways one of my preferences. If you're not gonna go with like the stepped internals, I kind of like this a little bit more. I think even having the studio name be embedded over here on the weight should actually help a little bit too with some sound breaking up a little bit. I have a question for you, Alex, in chat. Go for it. Oh, what brightness do you use your phone at? Auto. Do people actually manually set their brightnesses? I've always left it on auto, and then if I'm ever using my phone in bed, I just set it to 1%. The only thing I've turned off on my phone is the warm night light setting, whatever it is. That I don't like. I don't like the colors being all funky at night and stuff like that. Yeah, only time I ever manually set it is in bed. That's it. You guys don't use auto? I feel like everyone used auto. It's such a pain in the ass to constantly have to adjust it. Damn, am I the odd one out? Normies, maybe? Really? Damn. This is a divisive topic that I had no idea was supposed to be divisive. Is it supposed to sit like this? Yes, okay. Damn, the perfect fit for this. Wait, Alex, did you get into a fight? What do you mean? Let me get my tweezers. We'll admit sometimes screws are a little bit weird here. Stop asking Alex questions. I don't want to learn bad things about him anymore. Oh my god, Jen. Auto and like salted flavored chips. Damn, how do the two correlate even? Why am I getting dissed for my chips here? Oh, my hand is cut up. Yeah, I got into a fight with the ground. The ground unfortunately beat me. It almost knocked me out, but I walked away. Got into a fight with some ice, basically. Alex beat someone's ass? No, I got my ass handed to me. That is the real situation here. Okay, so this is using this bit here. Let me just grab that. And now hold on, I want to see that little note again. They had mentioned using the O-ring. O-ring included can be cut into pieces and installed in the cut out on the edges. Oh, interesting. Oh, and you know what it says right over here? The screws in this prototype are not final. So nice.
Was it thicky or creamy ice?
Interesting. What happened? The Thocky? No, that was my head, bro. Okay, maybe I'm going to try that too. I think let's go with not doing that first, and then we can do that here in a second. Cool. I like that little addition here. I remember watching a VOD last week where you mentioned you liked a specific tactile switch. I can't remember which ones they were. I want to try tactile, and I figured I would try the ones you liked. So my all-time favorite tactile switch is going to be the ones I have mentioned forever, which is going to be Holy Pandas. But if you're going to go tactile these days, I don't know it's like truly the flavor of the week, but I still like I go one of two ways. Like I there's no in the middle for me. I like either really light tactiles, like the light tactile bump, or an extremely strong one. And the ones I like are from Danekeeps. Danekeeps has a lot of really light tactiles, but then also, oh my god, there's one other one too that I always forget to. Blueberry chiffons. That's the one. I don't know if they still sell blueberry chiffons, but I also like those. But again, I kind of go one of two ways. Like, there's no in between for me. Somebody has a sound test of Holy Pandas in the Windex 98, and it sounds so good. Yeah, Pandas are still one of my favorite tactile switches. I remember you liking the Ice Kachang. Oh, those were good too. Those were good too. I felt like those were a decent bump on those two. I enjoy the Click Ink BTP V2 tactiles from MK. That is a deceiving name, Click Ink, for tactile switches. Would make you think it's a clicky. Gator and root beer floats. I can't remember if I loved root beer floats. I think I did. I think I liked them. But it's one of those things where if, like, I find it hard to recall, then maybe I didn't love it, I guess.
Hi everyone.
Who said hi? What's up, Robes? How you doing, man? Thanks you so much for being here and for 5 months. I do like silent switches as well, like a lot. I think silent switches are excellent. My favorite switch? Oh, man. I mean, I like linears. My favorite switch that I would probably use on just about every board, I don't know, man. It's a toss-up between Milky Yellows and Cherry. And I say Cherry as a broad sentence there. Like, I like a whole bunch of stuff from Cherry that I would feel comfortable using with forever. I think second favorite switch is probably Obscuras or Cream Sodas, one of the two. And then third favorite switch would be, like, if I had to pick one that I just like, you know what? Maybe the KTT switches. Like, I do like them. And there's a whole bunch from KTT. Like, I'm not just going to pick the rose switches. I like a whole bunch. Okay, we're going to try the O-ring thing here in a bit. But let's just try what it sounds like first without anything. They did say it's an optional thing to do. So we're going to try this in a second here. This is a hidden screw design, just as a little note here, although it didn't need any clipping of anything for the switches, which was nice. Let's screw this in here now. If someone designed a switch through KeyGeek they want you to try, what would be the best way to go about that? Asking for a friend? Not DM me. Don't DM me, because DMs I'm awful with, because there's a lot of spam in DMs. I would say email me is the best thing. I have my email on my website. Did you make something? Standard WOB would work so well on this. Guys, listen, I know there's a few people who want Greg. I don't think this is the right shade of yellow for Greg. Can we all agree on that? Oh my god, way too lucky. Leave me alone. I don't know if this is the right shade for this. Yeah, it's a little too soft. It is a really pretty color, though, I gotta admit, man. Am I wrong? No, you're wrong. Sometimes I remember to message people back. I helped out Fried with something. The creamsicles from yesterday would match pretty nicely. Oh yeah, they would look pretty nice in this too. Agreed, I don't think it would look good, but I still want to see it just to see it. Oh my god, Dynamic got timed out, dude. Your DM stand for doesn't message? True. Cute message? Let me see, Boney. I'll check right now. That's not cute, bro. Where'd you find this? How'd you find me holding up the Greg picture? All right. I don't know what we should use. I do feel like Wob would be an excellent choice for this. I'm not too sure. I don't have Dune. I thought Dune was I thought Dune wasn't out yet. Mudbeam? Mudbeam I don't have. Dude, modern materials would be nice on this. Would that be too much of one color though? I kind of like the modern materials suggestion. You think it would be too much? I don't have mic, unfortunately. Serica might be too much of a... Like, it has too much yellow in it, though. BD, thank you so much, man.
Hi guys. I have a hard exam next week.
Shit.
It's my final exam before graduating.
You got this, bro.
So I hope you guys could wish me good luck less than 3.
Can we all give some good luck? Good luck, man. I don't have... You guys are just mentioning everything I don't have. It's making me feel like I don't own these sets. Let me see. This might be... What about Lux? Would Lux be a good pick? It's not necessarily... Like, we're not going to be using any accent yellow pieces, but... Lux could be cool. It still has a bit of yellow in it. You know, like, just to show you guys. Ooh, FTRO could be really nice too, Okwon. Fuck, that's a good suggestion as well. Shit, do you guys want FTRO or Lux? I think they're both gonna look really good. Alquan strikes again, dude. I know he's on it with that, man. He is like truly on it. Yeah, that's a good point. Can we get a poll up for that? Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. I've been babying this coffee like all afternoon. Twist. Is that the PBT fan set? I gotta eat. Will you take a timeout? Yeah, man. We're gonna pause right now. Should I grab a second Red Bull? I am on team only one energy drink a day if you're gonna have energy drinks. I don't think you should have 2. I would not do a double energy drink kind of day. I feel like that would personally destroy my body and make me feel like terrible. But I also think it's just too much chemicals in one day. Damn, the voting is pretty split right now. I love energy drinks. I love the way they taste. Don't get me wrong. But I used to be on like, man, I would love to drink energy drinks every single day. I kind of reserve them just for days I'm feeling extra drained, right? Like, that's it, man. Even so, I wouldn't do 2. I know Red Bulls come in the smaller cans, but just 400 milligrams, the average daily limit for an adult? Man, that's too much for me, even. Half and half? No, man, I'm not gonna do half-half. I don't get
Hear me out, retro mixed lights.
They had that, and I did think of that set earlier in it, but they have retro mixed light, I believe, in their IC check. So, very pretty board though. I actually really want to try the O-ring on this as well. Actually, you know what? Little
Alex,
thing
you
here
might
after
not
looking
know,
at it
but
now.
Annette left you on a cliffhanger when he made TTS to tell you that he wants to ask a question. I'm sure it would be the forbidden tier list, so I'll take one question I saw in chat.
Thank you.
What is your go-to GMK set? Mine would be redacted because the pad printing makes it unique, but how about you?
I mean, like, when I say go-to, are we saying go-to set that works with everything? Because if so, it's still going to be like Wob. But you know what? Actually, maybe Boneyard. Boneyard's been like my go-to lately as well. I will say this to Toro Studio. I would look into maybe, not that it's the biggest deal in the world, but in just terms of what makes the keyboard look more professional, See how this is just ever so slightly protruding outwards? I would look into maybe repositioning the bottom case. I don't know if that's possible at this point. It should be because it's still a prototype. But maybe positioning that so it's not protruding outwards. I know it's still technically hidden under the, what's it called here? The top over here, the top frame, it's kind of inset. You don't really see it, and that also hides some of the cable. But I would look into just shifting that a few millimeters down. I think that would just really clean up the way this looks. So, okay, then I'm picking FTRO. You guys ruined it. But yeah, that would be my only gripe visually of the board so far. So far, I think that's my only small gripe. I'm not doing split. I'm not doing half and half. I'm getting FTRO right now. I don't actually have peaches and cream. Wasn't peaches and cream that set that turned out very well? FTRO, where are you? Half and half, are you a democracy hater? I said no. Bro pulled an exec order? I just signed the document, guys, alright? Actually, the gray on this would look really cool. Do we do an alert row for this, though? Or maybe we do the white alert row instead of the yellow alert row. I feel like this might be a bit too vibrant. So maybe we do white. No alert? I'm kind of vibing with the alert. We noticed the USB port and have rectified it in the final production file. Perfect. Thank you for that, Keepaholics. All right, so never mind. My worries there has already been noticed. Will you pay for me to get better Wi-Fi? Oh, to get better Wi-Fi, you just have to upgrade your RAM. Just download more. It's I think you just need to download like 32 megabytes more, and you have better Wi-Fi. Easy peasy. You can download better Wi-Fi from the internet. Just forehead, just download better internet. Alex is speaking like me. I thought you upgrade iCloud to get better Wi-Fi on PC. No, you're thinking of, okay, what you actually have to do, it's not better Wi-Fi, you just have to install Minecraft and leave it running in the background. That's how you actually do it. Infinite Wi-Fi hack. Old meme, but checks out. True, to be honest. It's an old one, but... Dude, my old-ass dad took his mini ITX work PC, I built him apart and replaced his RAM all by himself. I'm so proud of him. That's a good feeling. Did he, like, just know what to do, or did he look it up? That's a really nice feeling to have. Alex, tech tips? I feel like I'd be a good tech tip channel. Oh shit, what did Victoria do? Why did she get timed out? You think so? For what? I think he knew from watching me do it. The tech tips? Oh, the Greg comments? Oh my god. Or more people doing Greg. I think you should put some yellow accents on it. But guys, I'm gonna be real, I don't think the yellow's gonna look good on this particular color. I think the yellow kind of clashes with the pastel yellow on the side. I don't think it's the absolute like best decision to make. I do want to put the white alert row because I think this will be kind of cool for this. I'm making the executive decision here.
Just steal it from your neighbor. Just break into their house and run a secret
Huh?
Ethernet cable to their router to your computer. All you need is a crowbar and a mask and a cable. That's it, just a little breaking and entering.
Just a little breaking and entering. Little beanie. Easy peasy. Could you please look at the camera really quick? Thanks. Why? What am I doing? Zeal, thank you so much for the prime,
we're
man.
back enjoying the stream at work.
Thank you, dude. Not the Unk stare? I can't win, man. I didn't even do anything. I just looked a certain direction, I got called Unk. That is absolutely wild to me, dude. Don't perceive me, look away? Is the sun in your eye? Well, I mean, the light is. When you stare at the light, it's kind of bright. It's not the easiest to look that direction. How much is this board going to be running for? It is a very, very attractive price point, in my opinion. It is $250 to start. And then it gets up to the most, I think, not including if you buy like a secondary PCB, is $270 for the copper variation. Oh, this is the wrong keycap here. So I think it's a fairly affordable price point. And I really like that, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. I think there are a few limitations of the board, like you're gonna have to want the exploded or isolated spacebar, which I kind of like. It's a very subtle effect, kind of bringing the spacebar down a little bit, but it's a little bit of a different hand position almost, I find anyways. So I think that's super proper valid. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of boards that do that too, which this is kind of unique for that. So even if you didn't really like absolutely, you know, die for the design here, I kind of like that. It's kind of neat. Let's do the pipe key. This we need to put as a backspace. I really like the isolated spacebar. Probably good for bigger hands and makes it so much more unique. Yeah. Do they actually have a backspace here for this set? Is this it? No, this one. Yeah, the other variant's really cool too. Like I said, we'll case swap it here in a bit too. I think this is going to sound fantastic. And then we need a 6.25U. Yeah, I mean, this already looks super good. This guy. And then... Does this have a stepped control? I guess not. Oh, I'll just leave caps here for now. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I know some people probably hate me for that, but... Where'd you buy your dielectric from? I think that particular one I got from Amazon. I think. Short shift. Where art thou? This one. And then function. I forgot how big this... Well, I also have the alert rose, but this was a really big kit here. Actually, this is a really good call. I like this set a lot on this particular color. This is a really nice call. That does look good. Elquan at it again with the good suggestions. It's a little different, and I kind of appreciate it. I love this pastel. I mean, it almost doesn't remind... It's like a tan, I'd say. I think Lux would have been really nice still, but... Who got timed out? All right. This turned out really nice. So again, optionally, we could go in and install those O-rings, which we might. We'll see how it sounds. This is the aluminum version. This is the brass weight on the back. Love this. The infill looks really nice too. Love, love, love this fun little weight design. When it comes down to like a side profile, it almost has like the boop, if you guys remember that board, like the rounded sides over here. So, you know, you can see a bit of a graduation of color here. But pretty simple design on the side. Really, really pretty. They are fixing this. They are receding back the USB-C a little bit so it won't protrude outwards. No need to worry there. Pretty unique little layout. Again, we don't really see a whole lot of these exploded or isolated space bars. And this is a top mount done with a palm plate with Nixies and GMK. Oh, this is going to sound really good already. Just let me plug it in. I might really quickly switch the spacebar because I find the dyed Nixies are a little bit deeper sounding. Oops. But let me just quickly, because I want the spacebar to pop just a smidge more. Oh gosh, what am I typing here? Oh, this definitely needs to be flashed. None of these keys are right. It's okay. You know what? I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to flash it here in a second. Actually, no. The spacebar is perfect. This is really nice. Yeah, I'll try a regular Nixie. I actually did take one out because I already know the dyed Nixies are a little bit lighter in sound signature. So let me quickly swap it for you guys. I actually like the dyed Nixie in here. For me, this is a good little mix of sound. Let's see. I am very pleasantly surprised with this keyboard. See? Dude, at $250 for such a unique little board. This is nice. It's just a regular Nixie, not the dyed ones. For whatever reason, the dyed ones are a little deeper in sound signature for whatever reason. It's not super noticeable in the alphas, but it's pretty noticeable in modifiers. Very nice. I do want to cut up one of those O-rings, and I still want to try that, though. I want to see what that actually ends up doing. They did say it's an optional thing you can do, and I do want to try it. So let's open this up and try that, and then we'll transplant it into the polycarbonate one. And the polycarb actually is their version of like a win keyless board. I forget the actual acronym that's used for this particular layout, but it's pretty neat. I do need a little artisan for this, you're right. CWKL, correct. Yes. That's what it's called. I like this. I like this a lot. This is a fun board. Good on Toro Studios for making this. Fun little board at a good little price point here. I didn't dye them. So this was done by someone else who dyed them for me. This was done by Emulator. Here we go.
Did you know? If your Wi-Fi is giving you slow internet, you should not add a secret Ethernet cable to your neighbor's router. This is because secretly adding an Ethernet cable to your neighbor's router could be considered breaking and entering. Instead,
True.
You should download MoreRAM at getmoreram.com and then run Minecraft InfDev version 20100420.
It's a very specific one. It's very specific. All right, let's put this in, and then we're gonna put the O-rings. So, just to double check, they have like a... So am I doing it on all these? I assume all of them. There's no little diagram, but I guess we're doing all of these here. Knife and sword collecting? I don't need more collections. I can barely... Not even just afford keyboards and the little bit of camera stuff that I have, but I don't even have the space past it. I don't have a big, like, living space. I really don't. So it becomes a little bit tricky for me to want to collect more. I like this little optional force break thing that going on. I don't think the keyboard needs it, to be honest with you, but I want to see what it does, so we'll see. Maybe it could really up the sound signature a little bit. Yeah, I had to give up audio collecting. Audio is just not something I could continue doing in good spirits. Buy and resell? No, I'm not that type of person. I don't really like buying and reselling things. I would love the exploded spacebar design, but I'm not sold on the rounded and cutesy design. Don't get me wrong, the design is very good, but not for me. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe in a lot of ways, that's a really... that might be a deciding factor for a lot of people. Like, maybe they really like the overall board and the idea behind it and the kind of the mounting implementation and all that jazz. And maybe what doesn't sell them on the board is the cutesy design. But it could also be the opposite for other people too. Perhaps that is the deciding factor for them. Can you mix and match with the polycarb and the yellow? To confirm with the studio, I think they're still in the chat, hopefully. Is that possible to do? I don't know if there's maybe between the two prototypes here something different. I do want to check for threaded inserts on this guy, so we'll see here in a second too. That's an O-ring cord that we're just cutting up. They said it's an optional implementation as a force break. I don't think we actually need it in the board, but I was just super curious to see what it sounded like with and without. I didn't hear any need for a force break, so I guess we'll see here in a second. Sadly, there won't be an option to mix and match. It was due to MOQ and trying to keep the price as affordable as possible. Okay. Sadly, coin collecting wouldn't take up space? You'd be surprised. All hobbies can take up space. I feel like maybe more than others, maybe certain hobbies can definitely take up less, but I feel like once you get really into something, it's crazy.
I'm traveling right now and it's 4 a.m. in Japan, but I can't miss the Alex stream.
Dude, Donald, thank you so much, man. That's so kind of you, bro. How's Japan, by the way? I mean, do you guys notice a difference? I don't think I noticed a difference. Maybe in the rare case that you need to use the O-ring as like a little force break. No, I don't hear a difference. No. Okay, well, I mean, it's nice that it's there in case you do need it. But yeah, I don't really hear much at all for a difference here. Not much at all. It sounds really good. I gotta give it to the studio here, the team designing this. All right, let's take a look at this particular one now. We're gonna transplant the case into this and see if it sounds a bit different with the polycarb. The spacebar seem different? I don't know, I have to go back and play it back and forth. It might be maybe a smidge different, but maybe I'm just not perceiving the difference here. Oh, okay, perfect. Look at that. Man, I feel like this is a rare occurrence these days. We got threaded inserts on the bottom here, which is lovely. Thank you very much. Now let's see if we have them also on the top. Equally as important here too, because this is a part that we're gonna have to unscrew. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like we have threaded inserts. Thank you. Appreciate that, Toro Studio. I feel like for whatever reason it's always a toughie. Always a bit of a toughie to get studios to do, or designers to do. Do the half and half? Oh my god. Did you just make that, Soren? Oops. Okay, we're gonna transplant all the stuff in this one to this case. How much time do we have? I want to see what this sounds like in PC though. Let's do that. Speed run the build so we can have a full enter. What do you mean a full enter? All of it? And I really hope this build, or this board, does really well for the studio. I think this is a really cool board. I have a feeling it will. And I feel like a lot of people really appreciate this project. How am I doing today? I am doing pretty good. I have a lot of work to get to after stream today, so I'm going to be pretty much busy the entire day. But you know what? I'm going to be hopefully a little bit healthy, and I kind of want to get a little exercise today, but I feel like I'm going to be kind of locked down to my desk today. Do I convert all of my streams to videos? When I can, I try. But not everything makes it into a shortened YouTube video, if that's what you're asking. Not absolutely everything. But again, I try my best. Best we can do at the end of the day. Yep, agreed. That is sometimes all we can do. Am I a full-time content creator? Pretty much. I also work with Novel Keys, which is a vendor in this space. To be honest, if I didn't work with them, I don't know if I could be full-time content creation. So it is nice to have that as something to sort of, in a way, fall back on. How long do you usually stream for? I stream for about 2 hours. It's
delivery day, patiently waiting for USPS to bestow me my Minerva, got my smoothies on standby. All that's left is waiting for Winkler to get dropped off too. In before 25% bit price hike and OBTW, why does that 60 remind me of Lando Lakes butter?
Lando Lakes butter? Is that a brand? Okay, I think there's a different bit on this one here. What do I do with Novel Keys? I do their social media. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a long conversation of like, because Novel Keys allows me to, like, having basically like a full-time thing to look forward to, which is Novel Keys, I don't have to feel as on it when it comes to like pushing certain affiliate codes or anything like that. Like, I don't have to be, this sounds stupid, like I don't have to be like that content creator, you know what I mean? Are these hex screws? Oh, these are Torx, my bad. So I am thankful that I don't have to do that. Like, I can just do whatever I feel like doing. So it is nice. Is a shithole. I used to live in Florida. Oh, it's a state. It's can't tell what bit this is, man. What the heck? Why am I struggling right now? What the? The bit's not coming out. Never heard of it still? I think this screw is a little bit funky right now. Do I edit my own videos? I do and don't. So I have someone who helps me sometimes as well. Weird. The screw's not liking us right now. Let me move this over. What the heck is going on with this? I think I remember the Core H team had issues with Novel Keys. I might be confusing. Do you know what happened? Which one's that, Vano? I don't even know. Core team? I think the screw is a bit of an oddball size. I don't know why the bit isn't working to take this out now. Let me try doing this here. Nope. Alex is also a keyboard Twitch authority. Can you ask him to... Oh my god. No, I'm not going to do that. What is happening with this particular screw? I feel like this may be stripped or something. The screw looks like it's just kind of deteriorating, which, again, these are prototype screws. They already said that these are not final screws at all, which is pretty common of, again, Kezua. Okay. I had to use a totally different shaped bit to get this out, but I think I got it. It's okay. Maybe we just don't use that bit from now on. Okay. Alex, what's the key set on your Pangea? I'm planning on buying a dark red and burgundy TKL in the future. Oh, that is Wob Red Cyrillic. Wob Red Cyrillic, which is a really nice set in my opinion. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Excited to see what this is going to sound like. I feel like an aluminum plate for the PC would also be really, really nice. Who's your favorite viewer and why is it me? You guys are all great people, please. There's no favoritism here. I'm not doing the favorite game. You guys are all fantastic. Sorry, I think I missed a whole bunch of chats, but you guys, if I missed your question, feel free and ask again. Who's your least favorite viewer and why is it Avo? Damn, what did Avo do? Oh. Damn. Did you forget he's a mod here? Did you forget that, Tim? I don't care? Damn. That's crazy. What plate are we using? This is Palm right now. Although these particular screws are not magnetic now, which is a little annoying. I hope all the screws at the end for... I mean, this is every keyboard. I feel like every screw should be magnetic. Oh God, Zany.
Alex, you know I love you. You know we all love you. We love your streams and the tier lists that you do. Speaking on everyone's behalf, I could tell that the best tier lists were the one you did with your friend Tim. Why not lighten our day even more with a tier list with Tim? Tier list for reference.
Listen, I think there's not much to that tier list. You know what I mean? And again, I think that tier list is something I'm going to do when I decide that I'm not going to ever stream ever again. That's my last day tier list. You know? What did I miss? What's up, Keep Science? Not much. We're just assembling the polycarb one here. Screws are not magnetic in this one. I guess the prototype's a little different for this one here, but... clip it. Ooh, the polycarb case is nice. Alright, let's see what this looks like and sounds like. Does the LEDs boot up in the prototype? I don't know, actually. I didn't see because it was aluminum. I guess we'll find out here in a hot second. I need to put feet on this one here as well. Alex, you ever come to Portugal? You're invited to my cookout? Hell yeah! Food does sound good right now. I do feel a little lightheaded because I am a little hungry. We'll put the other switches in this too. This is the CWKL. Yeah, we need to put the other switches in here, Zany. NK shipping, so efficient? Yes. I do like the NK shipping. No tier list. No tier list today, Tim. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just, I feel like I have to, once I'm done streaming, I have to do a bunch of other projects. I have to finish up. Winkler just arrived, though, is good news, man. However, you'll need to flash it. Okay, we'll flash it right now, then. Although, can I... load this up on my Mac? I don't even know if I can. This is already sounding beautiful. Let's grab the other 2 keycaps I need for this. Don't hate me on some foot control on these. Well, actually, I think that works here. That's a fun layout. Dude, this set with the polycarb case is really nice. Does the keep come with the PCB? Yeah, I think everything's included in the box, right? Toro? 250 is all inclusive of all the parts you need except for the stabilizers, switches, and keycaps. I do. Ooh. Is this the move? The polycarb version? So this is the $270 version because it's using a copper weight. Oh, this is nice. Okay, let me get the feet for this guy. I think it was this box. Yes, the polycarbonate box. Yeah, the pastel version is definitely a little nicer for the what's it called? For the exploded spacebar. But the only boards that I know, Jube, are the Nesson Studio ones. Other than that, I'm not too aware of any other exploded spacebars. None that I know of. The copperweight is cute, yeah. It's a cute board. The rounded edges and stuff are a little bit less noticeable on the polycarb version, so if maybe you didn't really care too much for something like a, overly cutesy board, maybe the polycarb version is the way to go, because it's almost hard to tell. Ooh, the polycarb version does have a little bit of a nicer sound profile. Ooh, that is nice. That is nice with the polycarb version. I want to tune up the spacebar just a smidge, though. New budget king. I think 250 is not classified as budget, or whatever you want to say, but this is a very, very good price point for this board. 250 is pretty damn fantastic, I'd say. No, this is genuinely really nice. Do you like it, Tim? It does sound really good. Let's flash it, I guess. Although I might have to... Okay, hold on one sec. Where was that USB stick thing? Did I move it to the side? I'll move this keyboard off to the side as well. The ano, this is not an ano, this is a coating, right? Is this an e-coat, just to confirm with Toro? I mean, the coating looks really good. But then again, I'm assuming this is all done by Kazuha, and I've never had any problems with Kazuha coatings. Yeah, the coatings look great. I don't see anything wrong with the coatings here. I don't have an ano version to tell you, but if it's anything like what Kazuha normally does, they're usually pretty good. So yeah, the polycarb looked great. There was a scratch in the back, but I'm just chalking it up to this is a prototype and to be expected. Let me clean up a little bit and then we'll flash this. I want to see what this looks like with RGB. The few concerns I had seem to be concerns that have already been looked at with the studio, so... okay. Where's my little plug thing in the back here? One sec, guys. I need to get a nice little space for myself here with the USB-C dock. The release date should be, what, the 15th for everybody, I believe? But, I mean, sometimes click-clack can be late, so I couldn't answer that for you, my friend. I couldn't answer that. Okay. Let me load up QMK config, or toolbox rather. I'm gonna hope that if I just hold down these two buttons, this opens up no. Is it maybe... Is there a reset hotkey bound to this, or do I have to actually physically open this up to reset it? Maybe escape, yeah. Maybe alt escape. Yes. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna open. We are good. We are in the right spot here. And flash. And done. And now the RGB is on. All right, now let's go into VIA. What music do I use? I just use 24/7 Lo-Fi, girl. And then Toro Hot Swap. Hopefully this works. I don't know if this will work with VIA quite yet. Yes, it does. And then lighting. And let's turn it to rainbow. Or wait, would it be rainbow swirls, the one I like? Yeah. All right, has some RGB on it. Kind of fun. Is it the best RGB in the world? No. It's, I mean, there's not many LEDs here on the back. I'd say this is enough to satisfy, you know, a regular schmegular person who likes RGB but doesn't care for it too much, like myself. Like, I don't need the best of RGB for my boards because I'm not an RGB fanatic, but I think this would be nice. If you're more into RGB and you're an RGB enthusiast, then maybe not. Maybe you want more LEDs in the back, but it is nice. It's decently diffused. It's a little bit more subtle. So, fun. Very fun. I like the board. We did a bunch of sound tests already, yeah. I gotta say, I do like it. The bottom row blockers, yeah, they're fun. It's a little bit of a different take on a board. I think, again, the selling points here, not only is it, you know, it's a cutesy look on the back, and they have some really nice colors for their coated and anode versions. I think the weight is really fun. I think the overall shape of the board is kind of unique too. But I think the isolated spacebar and even the two different options you get for the top frames over here are definitely pretty damn unique. You don't really see this too often. And the few things I saw with the board that I would say are objectively need to be worked on, like the USB-C key. Actually, this one here is not as bad. I don't know if this is like an updated version of the polycarb one here, but see how it's not protruding outwards? The space, it's weird. I've made this comment with the Nesson boards in the past. So typically with a keyboard, right? Like, I find myself, when I have to position my hand, it's a little bit more like up. Like, you're kind of putting your hand this way. For me, anyways. Like, I'm never just on the edge like this. I'm up a little bit more with my thumb. What I find with this is I don't have to be as, you know, tucked inwards. I can sit over here with my thumb and not have to feel as I have to bring in my elbow and shoulder. So that's what I've noticed, even with typing on the Nesson boards for an extended period of time that have all of the isolated space bars. So it is kind of nice. Is this natural lighting? No, it is a LED light I'm using. Some lighting I'm using here. But fun, very, very fun. I like the board a lot. Good on Toro Studios for, I think they nailed this, man. This is a very cool board. I like this a lot. Look at this. Extra cute. Yeah. And a good price point. $250 is fantastic. Very pretty. Yeah, the infilling is really nice. When are we getting a puppy? I don't know, man. The Toro desk pads are also really cute. We showed those off earlier, and I think those are an excellent pickup if you guys were interested in those too. Yeah, I think this is definitely a good board for the price point. Do I have pets? No, I don't have pets. I would like one in the future. Still, still working our way to that, so. I know, this is going to be a tough toss-up with other 60s coming out, but I think this is very solid for what they're offering. And again, I think this stands out from the rest of the boards coming out in the 60 zones, like the 60% layouts, simply because of what it's offering for its, unique take on the 60%. Or not unique, rather, but just its take on the 60s. So I think this will definitely set itself apart. It's a totally different vibe from some of the other 60s I'm going to be looking at, like the Neo and the Capybara, or the Cappy rather, and a whole bunch of the other ones I'm going to be looking at the next few weeks. So this is doing its own thing. I think this is on its own platform and kind of riding that its own wave, Yeah. I feel like almost every keyboard YouTuber / streamer has a cat. Oh. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I'm a little different, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Keswa doing great. Picked up my Crush. Just sitting on it for now. Get a chance to build it. Yeah, the Crush turned out good too. I built a client's off stream, was it the other day? And it was really nice. Alright guys, well, thank you for Toro Studios for letting us take a look at this. I like both. I sort of like the polycarb version a bit more, but this particular coating is really, really nice. Very unique. I don't think I've seen coatings like this particular pastel colors. Very cute. But thank you guys. Appreciate you guys, rather. And sorry, who do you want me to rate? Can you rate him? He's your twin? Same glasses and same mustache? TT Cube? Yeah, of course. You're cute. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. All right, let's go find who's a TT Cube, and let's go raid TT Cube. Thank you for trying our board, Alex. Thanks for everyone tuning in. We hope you consider the GB. Yeah, if you guys want more info, it's in the exclamation point build command. And then I'll have the video up in a few days anyways for this, as well as some photos up in a few days. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys, if you're interested, take a look at what Tomo's doing in the future, All right. Or Toro, rather, not Tomo. My brain is malfunctioning right now. I can feel, I looked at the light earlier and it just totally fucked up my head. You said TT Keep? Where the hell is TT Keep? Don't I follow them? Oh, okay. Right here. They're on my list. Okay, let's see. What's this set as? Thank you again, Toro. I appreciate it. You guys are great. Great job on the board. Oh, everything is still off. Okay, I need to double check the JSON file for this later. I feel like everything's a little bit funky on this. You guys have a good one. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and see you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody. Actually, I'll see you guys tomorrow, I'm pretty positive. I think we're doing one last board tomorrow before we take a little break for Saturday, and then we're back to streaming. See you guys. Bye-bye, and love ya.